getting dicey.
Okay, I think I had like everyone muted while I did that, but it was mainly me explaining stuff anyway, so it's okay. You guys are unmuted now. And let's get.
Could be muted.
Oh yeah.
Are you telling me that you missed my quip about the chickens? Oh my god.
They missed it.
God. I don't need to tell
the
everyone
best
about
quip.
Oh.
It was great. It was a quip that combined idioms and current events.
Yeah, I know.
Now you never know.
It was very good. It was very good.
It was about choking the chicken, I think.
What was it?
It was not.
All right, so you all turn to look at this woman riding in on this horse. The horse is enormous. You've seen
the horse you rode in on.
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't know the horse was enormous.
Yeah, well, how enormous are we speaking?
It's a very large like thoroughbred. Like it's huge. It's like not like a monster sized horse. It's just a big ass
like a Clydesdale.
Like a Clydesdale. It's a huge riding horse, like something that would pull a wagon very easily by itself. And it's done up in ribbons, and the bridle that it's wearing is very colourful. It's quite it's bright orange, very colourful. It's got little tassels all over it. Very reminiscent of some of the horses that you've seen at one of the Vistani camps you'd been at.
Oh, like Axel.
Very similar. Very similar. Although Axel was dressed down at the time, but yes.
Okay,
And the woman also is wearing very bright coloured clothing as well. But she seems to be kitted up with gear. She's got a rapier on one hip. She's got a hand axe on her other hip. And this beautiful short sword next to the hand axe as well. And it's got a shine to it. It's looks amazing. She is looking worse for wear. She's looking incredibly tired. She's looking quite bloodied as well. And she's just gallops the horse up alongside where the wagon would have been.
It is a big horse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Bigger than a wagon.
when I drop this token in, I'm like, did I do this right? But yeah, that's the size of this. It's a. Let me detail it for you because it does say that it's like a large beast. Large beast. Yeah. So it's a big one.
That's a large beast.
That is one large beast. As she dismounts off this, just fury in her eyes as well. You will notice that her left leg, from the knee down, seems to be prosthetic. It's this beautifully ornately carved wooden leg. It looks amazing.
What?
Just imagine complimenting that. Wow, that is an amazing prosthetic leg.
Love the look.
I lost it in a tragic accident, actually. So I wish you wouldn't bring it up.
So don't mention it, please.
Morley would have seen some in his time.
That's true.
You might be thinking...
You're thinking of pirates, mate.
That's a good one. Or whalers. Whalers have them.
Yeah. Anyway...
Normal seamen.
She gets off the horse and looks to the group in front of her, and she doesn't seem to be fazed by, first of all, the undead that are with you, or the sort of the number of you that there are. She just looks at you, and just with anger, she's like, "Which one of you didn't listen to the sign? It clearly said keep out."
It was actually a sentient armor that did it. It wasn't actually us. We didn't. Hello, by the way.
She just like locks eyes with Morley. You notice she's got very like violet colored eyes, and they're quite piercing. And she's just looking at you with anger to her eyes. And she says, the armor from in the tower.
Aye.
The armor from in the tower did this.
Aye.
The armor in the tower that needs to be commanded to do things did this.
That is factually correct.
And she walks. She's holding. Her left hand is sort of across her stomach, and she walks across this sort of path towards you, Morley. And you notice she's kind of breathing quite heavily as well. And you notice the sort of extent of the damage that's been done. Like a lot of her clothing is being torn up or sliced. She's bleeding. She's kind of got a bit of a ragged breath to her. And she leans in close and says, "And who ordered the armor to do it?"
Look, I couldn't say. You're looking the worse for wear, lassie. You're right there. You should meet my friend Mirakin.
And she just throws her hands up in an exasperated, like, and makes her way across to the tower, and just slowly and methodically does all of the little poses that Mirakin did, in order, and the door just opens up, and she just I don't have them memorized.
Commit to the bit, Dungeon Master.
And walks in through the door into the tower.
Uh-oh.
I feel worse
bad.
now. Yeah.
Morris did it.
So what do you do? What do you do?
I feel bad, don't you? I think we should apologize.
Well, I think we might need to make up a story that makes us look, whilst taking responsibility for our actions, maybe take the heat off ourselves a little bit. I don't like where this is going.
What do you think? What kind of lie are you thinking?
Lie is such an ugly word.
I did
Baron.
say the chicken looked dehydrated, don't
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah, that's true.
As an animal welfare activist, I felt the need to see if the chicken was okay. It was clucking. It was a bit of... It was a bit...
Dry throat.
So we thought the chicken looked so thirsty that we broke into the tower, stole the armor,
Yeah.
trashed the joint, fought off a blue dragon, blew up the wagon entirely, destroying and killing the chicken because
Yeah.
we thought it was a bit too thirsty.
I mean, she's right to be angry.
Hey,
What? Who puts a sign in that says "No entry"? When
That's it.
really
That's it,
they
keep
should be
out.
saying
Keep out.
"No entry" or this thing will fucking explode.
I know, it's like trespassers will be like have like an electric fence, and then that shows them like getting electrocuted and stuff.
Yes.
And then that's, I mean, yeah.
it's a bit victim
You would think,
blaming.
like, it would make us think twice.
Your sign
if they
should
had,
have been
like,
more
oh,
explicit.
Yeah, I think it should be.
Your fault. All right. You
Okay.
lead, Baron. You lead with that rationale. You bought
Has
this on
anyone
yourself.
got any? Like, I'm just gonna rifle through my pockets and see if there's any. You got any like?
What of a whip
If we
around?
could, yeah, we'll have a whip around, give her some money.
What about, okay, how about this is the truth. We have been teleported here by an evil mist and are desperate to survive by any means. And we just did things because we don't even know where we are. And
Yeah,
where
that's
we're
true.
from, it's actually legal to go into people. Not that last bit.
You really lost me there, American, with the final stretch.
Yeah, if we're gonna like stay somewhere, it's like we've got we can't stick around for too long. I guess we have to get people to our destination. But I think it's rude to leave it like this. She looks injured. Maybe we could help her out with her injuries.
Couple of good berries. Wait, am I getting mixed up with another D&D stream? Does anyone here make good berries?
I
No
have
one does
made
that.
them before, but I kind of gave up on them because they were awkward as hell.
Yeah.
They're best berries. But yeah, people are like, oh, can I have one?
Don't they
And
just do like
I've
Okay,
only got one
I make-
left.
I make 6 and I give 2 to you and 2 to you. And make sure you use them before the end of the day or they don't do anything. And I was like, nah, I hate this. I'd rather get a TPK than make good berries. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Just saying that to her face. She's like, I'm hungry.
I'll give her a potion.
I can
I've got one potion.
Do you have a potion?
I can heal her with magic.
Okay.
Non-berry related magic.
That sounds
The
like
best
a
kind. The only kind.
lovely offering, American.
I'm also burnt to shit myself, but I'm not going to heal myself. I'm going to help her.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that said, shall we just lead with the truth?
Yeah.
Apologize sincerely. We're horrible people. Oh, we don't need to say that, but
Our intention was not to explode it.
Yeah.
We were just nosy.
No, don't say we were nosy, Baron. See, we were seeking refuge.
we were seeking ultimate truth.
Ultimate
that
truth
sounds like
inside the wagon.
conspiracy theories. So like, 4 Pete Evanses are on the road.
I
Yeah.
volunteer to take all of the responsibility on my
Good.
shoulders. I was the nosy one. I compelled us to do this, and I will apologize and heal her. And I'm going to stride off and towards.
Jesus.
Although, do I have to worry about? But do I have to do like a quick vogue to get in?
The door is still open.
Okay. Well, I'll go with you, and I agree that it was your fault.
I'll go along.
Thank you
and
for
try
the
and
support,
smooth
Brian.
things over. I'll charm her. You heal her. I'll charm her. Baron,
No.
you say as little as possible.
Oh,
You mean
okay.
you're not going to cast charm on her, though, right?
No, I don't mean like that. I mean,
Oh,
Because
Good
I'll
old
just be
nature.
myself.
natural charm.
You all
I
make
mean,
your
you-
way.
yeah.
You all make your way
You
over
want
to
to
the
see-
tower, and you see she's waiting for the elevator to come down, and she's just stepping onto it as American you enter the tower.
At least we didn't smash those golems, eh, Morley?
Never thought of. Nope. Good.
I'm gonna put a hand out and say, "Wait."
And she stops. So she's standing on the platform now, and she's just like leaning off to sort of one side, looking pretty tired. And she just looks at you and waits. She's not saying a thing.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, I apologize. I offer you this token, as small and meager as it may be, and I reach out a hand and speak a healing word on her.
Just out of reflexes, she just grabs her rapier by her side until she realizes that feeling of healing happening to her.
Okay, 5. I healed her for 5 HP.
I think Shannon's singing the new hit song, "The Feeling of Healing." And she
Motown song.
she loosens her grip on her rapier and just says, "Why don't you tell me what happened?"
Yeah, it was my fault. I did this. I'm sorry. I did not mean to destroy anyone's home. I'm merely a stranger in a strange land, and myself and my compatriots here were searching for answers. I apologize.
There was a big padlock on it. There was a keep out sign. It's not my home that I'm worried about. It's my research. It's basically all gone.
Oh no, your research will be fine. I'm sure of it. And look, I can't let American take all of the blame. I was equally a guilty party. We were seeking refuge in this tower, but also on the trail of a mystery. You weren't researching. Oh no, it never. Don't forget I said anything.
Good berries? What are you going to say?
So, what were you researching? I'm keen to know.
Did you think to back it up in the cloud?
There's a lot of clouds about.
Back it up in the mist?
Can I get an insight roll from you, Morley?
One of these days I'll remember to load my player sheet
Oh, yeah.
before we start playing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's an 11 plus
She looks
1,
at you.
12.
Total of 12, cool. So she looks at you and says, I'm just researching the owner of this tower. And now it's all gone. All of the stuff that I had. Yeah, yes. Can you give me an insight roll as well, Baron?
I've got no bonus on this, so it's a 4.
I have a bonus on it. Why can't I roll?
I might as well get one from you as well, American.
It'll be crap anyway. 12 plus 3 for 15.
Okay, cool.
Pretty good.
So she says, yes, Kazan. The same powerful man whose name is on this tower. I've been researching him. I had a whole bunch of information in that wagon, and now it's gone.
It was in the wagon. Oh no, rookie mistake. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you would have kept it in the tower. In the tower.
Victim blame.
No.
What an idiot! Keeping it in your wagon.
How dare you keep it in your place? Weird.
I feel terrible. You wouldn't leave your iPhone in your car. Is all I'm saying. Overnight, you'd put that in the house.
Not with us around.
She's just shooting daggers towards Morley.
No, Morley charm, is it? Is that the Morley charm? Amazing. Even I'm over here with 1 charisma,
God.
minus 1 charisma.
American, you're out front. Can I get a perception roll from you as well?
Okay. I rolled 12 plus 6 for 18.
Okay, great. So you noticed that when she mentioned that all of her research had gone, she just moved her hand from across her stomach, just up to near her chest area, just above her chest, over some of her clothing that she's wearing. So she just kind of gives it a little tap and then goes back to holding her stomach.
Oh.
But you're the only one who notices that.
Probably subconsciously clutching at something that she still has. All of it. I'm sure there's something that you keep near and dear that you still have.
Give me another insight roll, please.
I rolled 17 plus 3 for 20.
Okay. She looks at you, American, and just says, well, I'll have to take a look at the mayhem outside and see if I can find anything. But from what I saw, from the scorch marks out there, and the scorch marks up the tower, I don't know how you managed that. But
sorry.
So I hope I find something.
It's a pretty big boom.
So, my insight check of 20 didn't reveal anything?
No.
Oh, shoot.
It didn't.
Okay. Well, this is awkward. It's as awkward as I'd feared.
I think she...
Kazan. We're pretty interested in this Kazan guy as well, or girl, and this ancient wizard, right?
Right, but you know what? You guys can have this tower. I don't know what I'm going to do now.
No.
To be honest, he was the least of my thoughts at the moment, anyway. And you look at all of the cuts and damage that she's clearly taken. I was only here to pick up some weapons and get back to that piece of shit Strahd anyway.
Strahd? We think he's a piece of shit too, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody in this place does. You're not special.
Well, not everybody.
No. You should see some of the people we've met. Anyway, he's got a thing for my girlfriend. That's right.
Oh!
It's official. Steady.
I think I'm going to do a perception roll for Irina to see if she heard heard that.
She was outside the fucking tower. She's
She's not ages away. She's not ages away,
Oh,
right?
does it just like the hair stick up on her neck?
Oh, I got it wrong.
Someone's
Fruit
talking about
warning.
me.
You know when when you hear oh, she didn't say her name, I guess, but okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it.
Oh no, I didn't.
If you'd said her name, I think she might have like pricked up her ears. He's got a thing for your girlfriend, and
he
look,
wants to.
and she looks towards you, American. Just because that's
No.
all.
Not me.
No, God, no. I mean, no. It's never even
Wow.
just. No.
That's the old Morley charm.
I mean, what I mean is, I respect. This is my friend American, and I respect her so much. I look at her like more of a sister, like a badass big sister.
Big sister.
Because she's so powerful.
Yep.
You should remember the lightning, Baron.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
yeah.
When
She-
this
she
woman
re-
gets going.
She returns her look to you, Morley, and says, "Is that the young girl that I saw in Ravenloft?"
I don't know what you've seen in Ravenloft. I've not been. I've been invited. We've all been invited, in
Yeah.
fact.
But we've declined.
Your girlfriend, she's quite young, maybe
No,
teen
no,
girl.
no, I don't know what you've. No,
Yeah,
no.
20s.
How old is I right now?
Doing it Ravenloft, by the way.
Don't say that she's like 15 all of a sudden, by the way, Logan.
By the way,
How old is
Irina is 15. I thought I would
great-
bring that in now. I think that'd be a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
time to bring that in. Did one of you ask about Ravenloft? Did you?
Yeah, I'm in shock that she's been at Ravenloft, the devil's house, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's brave.
No.
Well, someone had to take care of him, or at least try.
Oh,
That's what we want to do. He's been fucking with us. He brought us into this place through some mist, then stuck us in a death house. Then he's been tormenting us, and then trying to steal Irina outside. So we've been tasked with the task to keep her safe. So we're going to, what's that, monastery? Where is it?
Kretsk.
Kretsk.
We're going to Kretsk. And we're going to.
We saw this tower on the way. It was fascinating.
I
Unfortunate events have happened.
Give me an insight roll, please, Baron.
That's a 0, isn't it? 19.
Okay, all right. When you mention Kretsk, you do notice her just a slight rise of her eyebrows as you mention Kretsk.
She's surprised or angry or incredulous.
Maybe a little bit of surprise.
Surprising, isn't it? Kretsk.
oh, how very insightful of you, Brian.
I can tell you're a little bit surprised by Kretsk.
And why would you want to be going to Kretsk?
Well, we heard it's a safe place.
We're going to a cathedral.
Strahd. Mm-mm.
Not a cathedral, a monastery.
Yeah.
Right.
Holy place.
Right. Well, good luck getting in, if that's where you're heading.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
They don't let anybody into Kretsk.
Well, we're not just anybody. Have you heard of Ismark the Lesser?
That's true.
Then give me a hand with that name I just dropped.
Yeah, that was good. That was good callback. Yes, I know of the Burgomaster's son, of course.
Well, the funny thing about being the Burgomaster's son is that when your old man kicks the bucket, you're the Burgomaster, and that's who he is.
And that's funny to you.
Not at all. I'm
Well,
just.
you
saying
said the
he's now
funny. You said the funny thing is, and then you
But
told me
strange.
a story.
No. I think
Figure
you're
of
taking
speech.
it very literally. You're probably still thinking about the wagon, aren't you?
Look,
Maybe
it is-
sit
it
down
is on
and
my
a cup
mind.
of tea.
Yes,
Should
I
we all
agree.
sit down and have a tea?
Honestly, a cup of tea would be great right now if you've got one.
I did see
Trouble
a
you
stove
for a
up
brew.
there.
Are you not going to invite us in right now?
Rude.
No, I'm going to say earnestly, though, it seems like as awful as the circumstances that have caused us to meet, we could have some common goals. Shall we talk?
And she just lets those words sort of hang for a little while before sort of sighing. She looks over to Morley and says, "So the girl at the castle is probably not your girlfriend then, is that right?"
My girlfriend's outside, so far as I know.
Right.
Not as far as she knows.
The DM's like, Irina's running away at this very moment.
Like, fuck's sake, what is it with this place? Every man that meets me just makes me theirs.
Yeah. She steps down off that platform and sort of walks towards you, American, and says, "I wanted to take care of Strahd, and I came running back here as fast as I could, up top of a horse, just to make sure I could get more of the weaponry that I'd stockpiled, and it's gone. But I need to make sure now that the young girl that I saw is safe. I need to make sure."
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, American and Baron and Bill, but we'd be on board with that mission. I think it aligns with our goals.
I'm going to be like, I want to say a badass line and be like, perhaps you have found some weapons. And like look around the group and be like, yeah.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh God, with my -1 charisma. Ooh, I'm tempted to use my inspiration, but this, I don't know.
This is the time to use it for sure.
Can I help? Can I help?
You're just like throwing up like hand signs and stuff.
Or
like
just
that.
like
She's-
gently, subtly holding up my cool glass stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay, we can roll with advantage.
Okay. Oh God, why did it have to be me? So persuasion, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
I rolled a 19 -1.
That's good. That's good. And she just says, "I think you might be right. I think I may have found the weapons I need." And she
Don't take them off us though.
And she
Stroke.
she puts out a gloved hand. She says, "My name's Ezmerelda. And who might you be?"
Oh. I'm American.
And she throws like a look over your shoulder towards Morley and the Baron. "And who might you lot be?"
Captain Morley Van Morgan, Ezmerelda.
Can we like do like a cool phrase with our names? Can we go full like fantasy and be like, American, protector of the innocent,
I just threw up your
And-
card while you did that as well, just to make it more
erstwhile
badass.
destroyer of wagons? But that one wasn't.
Maybe don't mention. Maybe don't mention.
Wagon.
Yeah.
No, I only say the first part.
Okay. Morley, do you want to have a cool thing while I throw up your card as well?
I was pretty cool already.
Yeah,
Okay.
very cool.
Hero of the high seas
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
and enchanter of the easily enchanted.
Give me a charm roll. A charisma roll, I guess.
You asked for it.
To a flip.
Do a flip. Oh.
So it's a 4+2.
It just like you deliver that line and she just like instantly just looks over your shoulder towards the Baron.
Well, I
enough.
thought that was pretty cool. Hi, hello, I'm Brintail.
Doesn't get cooler than that.
I'm just
Just for fun, give me a
Friend
charisma
of
roll
the
as well,
dead.
please.
give it up.
Give me a charisma roll as well.
Charisma. I got a +2 for that somehow. 10 + 2.
All right, yeah. She sort of smiles at you and says, "Now, where did you get your vest from?"
I got it from a party. We're having a party east from here, and had a few drinks, a few pies.
He was on
And,
drugs.
Yes, so it was a pretty good party, really, and swapped it for my old.
It suits you. I quite like it on you there. Now, can you? How much can you do with that staff of yours?
Well,
Get to plenty. Don't worry about that.
well, you might have seen those zombies out there, skeletons, and
Did you tame
Yeah,
them?
I've-
Did you tame them from Strahd or something?
no, I've brought them back to life to help out in for a second go. Really, I believe in the rights of the undead and the goodness that they can do. You know, some of them were pretty horrible in their lifetimes, but now they've got a chance to be good.
It's very honourable of you there, Brintal.
We've got the Burgomaster in there.
Yeah.
Well, he probably says something charismatic, but
He's saying something. Oh, Bill.
he
What a
does something
character.
handsome.
Yeah.
I feel like
Hi,
he would
I'm
appreciate
Bill.
his handsomeness. Yeah, that would be the line. He'd just be like, "Hi, I'm Bill."
Yeah, and then roll like a 24 or something.
Maybe look like super handsome while he says it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to say anything impressive when you're that good looking, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's look, I've got to say that I'm not happy about the state of things here in this tower. What's happened to me wagon? But if you can help me in any way with the young lass in Ravenloft, if you can help me in regards to Strahd as well, that'd be great. But I am in desperate need of a lie down, and then I'm heading straight back to Ravenloft.
No.
You'll have to tell us what happened on your first trip so that we can avoid this sort of thing happening again.
Yes. What would you like to know?
After
Is there
you-
any-
Or should we go have a rest? You can. I don't want
What
to
if-
stop you from having a lie down.
What if we all bunk down here tonight? Maybe make camp here, and then in the morning you can tell us your story before you do your business. And I mean, you head back to you.
Bismarck pops his head in.
Love it first fight. Yeah, we could have a camp. We've already got a fire started.
Is there a bathroom in this tower?
So it's about like 1 in the afternoon, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
Talking about bunking down for the night at 1 in the afternoon.
Tired.
It's getting pretty late.
It's been a long day, guys. So it's up to you guys what you want to do at this point. I thought you had crates to get to.
Hey,
How
you do.
far away is it?
From here, probably only an hour's ride.
Oh,
And you say we won't be able to get in?
They're locked down pretty tight in Kretsk.
Why?
we need to lock down.
Yes, they don't really let many people in or out of there. So news
But
about
why?
news of what goes on in there isn't exactly forthcoming.
Oh,
Is it a holy place?
There's stories of an abbey,
that's where we're going. An
Mm-hmm.
abbey.
and there are stories of an incredibly powerful abbot who runs the abbey.
Wow.
Tiny abbot.
It's him.
Don't tell me we're walking to yet another dystopian hellhole. Why can't anyone have a nice house and
And she
town?
just kind of like looks left and right, and she says, "Well, you are in Barovia."
Have you been in Barovia long?
Yes and no. I can come and go as I please.
Oh.
So I spend some
Oh,
of my
you-
time here when needed. Something has brought me to Barovia this time.
You're a Vistani.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah, I am a Vistani.
Called it, didn't I? Right? What did I say? What did I say when she wrote up American? What did I say?
Yeah, I said, that's a large beast.
I didn't say that. I don't know why she's saying that.
It's my red beef.
I definitely didn't say that. She's always kidding around like that. I said she's a Vistani, is what I said.
I think he said that on Discord.
All right.
And vocally.
So yes, I was being brought in to Barovia this time. Something of great importance.
Oh, is it this girl or is it something else?
It's definitely become this young lass, but it was my research. My research brought me here, and I found more information here at this very tower that I stored foolishly in my wagon.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you been into this tower? Have you gone through?
Yes.
Oh, of course,
that
the arm.
reminds me.
That's right, the arm.
I have taken something from. I produced the head from my my cape.
What a gruesome sight. No words. Just
And like without
A
blinking,
waxen
without even like missing a beat, she just says, "Have you spoken to him yet?"
Not yet. But
But a man like you.
I think I'll have to. I think I'll have to have a nap, and then I'll give it a go. What, have you talked to him?
Oh no, I don't have the ability to do such a thing.
Do you think this is Kazan's head, or is this someone else entirely?
I have my suspicions, but no, I don't think it's Kazan.
See, we can help each other. Brian, you can stick to this head.
Yes.
Why didn't you say so?
get a pen and paper, Ezmerelda. This is going to be great.
Well,
Well, I would, Morley.
The research starts again now. Fresh, clean slate, fresh pair of eyes.
I've got a pen and paper if yours was blown up.
Thank
By the
you.
way.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm really concerned about this girl, and now Strahd's taking another girl.
Yeah.
Wasn't Mad Mary's daughter taken from Barovia?
Yes.
What do you know of her?
Well,
Did a lot of crying.
She
Jesus.
had locked up her daughter for fear she would leave or be taken, and yet that did not stop that monster.
Did you know her name?
We did. I've got it.
I don't know. Let me look through my diary.
I've written it down.
Gertruda!
some-
Gertruda, that's
What?
the one. I heard
Ah.
Strahd dismissing her, shooing her away before we fought.
How
So-
many women does he need, this guy?
Gertruda's been released or just shoot away.
And she just like shakes her head and sighs yet again. That poor girl is smitten with the man. Absolutely charmed by him. Believes she's meant to be his. And he's just using her like a little plaything.
Girls like a bad boy, don't they?
And she just looks at Morley and just rolls her eyes. Sorry.
This is going fucking horrible.
That's the old Morley charm, really. Well, because Mad Mary wasn't a big fan.
Oh, so if she's gone there voluntarily, how can we save her? Unless it's supernatural charm?
I don't believe it was. I think she's just gone there on her own volition. And the poor girl.
Is that why she was locked up?
I
We
didn't
her
even know
mother.
she was locked up.
Yeah, her mother kept her locked up. It was quite a mess, actually. Maybe we could have some kind of intervention.
Or we can rescue her.
That's intervening, isn't it? Ezmerelda.
I'm just in shock, Ezmerelda. How did you go to Ravenloft all on your own and live to tell the tale?
Well, I barely did, American. I barely did.
But what attacked you? Did you like did Strahd do this, or you not get that far?
I got a couple of hits on him with this,
Yeah.
and she just pulls out a short sword, and it's this beautifully like shiny silver. What is that noise?
It sounded like a motorbike.
Okay,
That's
Or a
that's
sword
outside
revving
my
up.
she just pulled out a
Good light
motorbike.
He pulls out the sword and you just hear. Boom. That was so bizarre.
Pulls out the sword, and it is so shiny. It is so shiny, but there's just a little bit of blood on one of the edges of it. It's just like it's maybe like silvered. It's just got like a silver sheen to it.
Okay.
Was that some sort of vampire stabbing specialty sword?
Well, my research has said they're averse. Well, some of the creatures here in Barovia are averse to silvered weapons. So I thought, why not give it a go?
Yeah.
And I managed to get a few hits on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I was
You have
stupid.
more guts. You have more guts than all of us combined.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of the man.
I'm not terrified. I'm just merely frightened.
just a mild fear. Yeah. Yeah. She says, "Oh, I was terrified too, American. But someone has to do the deed."
I'm gonna lean forward and like grasp her hands and be like, "We will help you," and just be all sincere and earnest, aggressively earnest, off-puttingly earnest.
Well, that's that then. Yes, let's do this. Let's save Gertruda, and let's take down Strahd.
You know, Ezmerelda, I've made a pact, actually, that I'm going to rip Strahd's fangs out. So just keep that under your hat, but I'm coming for him. And combining forces seems like a smart thing to do.
And at the mention of the teeth, she just pulls back some of her long dark hair on and shows just a bite mark in her neck, and it looks pretty fresh.
Oh, God.
I'll be glad to see those teeth ripped from his stupid face.
Did he bite you?
Stupid face.
Dumb face.
He bit down on me, but I managed to get away before he managed to do any harm.
Oh,
Well,
it looks serious.
more harm than what he already did. I was stupid. I thought I could have done it alone, but I can't believe I didn't take my other tools with me. And now, let me remind you, all my other tools are gone.
Just so that I can feel extra bad, what kind of tools did you have?
That's a good question.
True. Let's start. We've got to compare Strahd killing notes.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good question. Well, I had 3 vials of holy water, which I had heard would do some damage to him.
Yeah.
Holy water.
I took a couple with me, and they definitely seemed effective.
Did you splash him?
Yeah, yes, yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Just threw the fucking things right at him.
Great.
What happened?
What happened? Did he sizzle?
Yeah.
Yes, it stopped him. It stopped him in his tracks. The stupid thing was, what I've learnt is you don't go in with that as your first thing. He heals himself.
Oh, dear.
So they were wasted.
Did I want to hear that?
I might be able to stop that, actually. I got a bit of a thing
Oh,
for that. It's called Chill Touch.
and that's
Dramatic.
And that's actually that is dramatic. Let's just stop for our
Yeah,
5
that's
minute
cool.
break
Is it?
there. I think that's good. I think I
Okay.
like that. I like
Oh,
Yeah.
Surely the place we could get holy water is Kresk. I need to ask her that next. Someone remind me when we get back.
Bling.
How does one make holy water? Where does it come from? Can it just be blessed by a powerful abbot, maybe?
Yeah, like
Can-
why did I move my microphone away? A cleric would be able to bless some water, I believe, create some holy water for you, or any kind of religious folk.
Bill's a devotee of the Morning Lord.
Oh,
We should do a reversey and get the priest to turn wine into water, and then we'll just have barrels and barrels of holy water to just like put on a what do you call those things that launch things?
a trebuchet.
Trebuchet bunches of holy water.
So officially, a cleric or paladin may create holy water by performing a special ritual. And the ritual takes an hour to perform, uses 25 GP worth of powdered silver, and requires a first level spell slot to be expended.
I'm just going to multi-class to cleric real quick.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
We could Home Alone him at Ravenloft. We could set up a whole bunch of like traps at Ravenloft where he's like coming up the stairs and then it's a bucket of holy waters.
Yes, and put like silver marbles on the ground, and then he's eliminate it.
Yeah.
Just do that.
The iron that swings on him is made of silver. Oh, it writes itself. It's made of silver.
Yeah.
And then I could like hook up my sun sword to the door handle, and then when he touches the door handle, it can radiant damage through the.
If this campaign ends in a Home Alone hijinks, that would be.
I'll never DM again. That would be it. I'd be one of those people writing like my players aren't taking this seriously post on in Curse of Strahd subreddit or something like that.
But imagine though, if we hit him in the face with an iron that's swinging, right? Mm-hmm. And then next episode you had to update his profile picture to have like the iron burn marks on his face. Like, how good would that be?
I'm slowly being brought into this. I think. Man, it is hot in this room. It's super hot.
Yeah, I'm hot too.
All right, so you were scared of this lady. She's not too scary.
Yeah, well, we did kind of mess her stuff up pretty badly, but it seems like we were able to be reasonable enough to sort of find our common goals.
Which is good.
Like, we could have completely screwed it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Still feel bad about that wagon, though.
Yeah, that's fair. That is, I totally understand that. But it's all right. Things move on. It's totally fine. I just want to have a quick thank you to some folks in the chat. We've got a couple of new follows. NZ Waffles has given us a follow, as well as O'Malley. The Grouch Couch came in hosting us with 15 viewers. Thank you so much. As well as raiding us with a party of 17. Thank you so much for that. Cool. Now, is the follow mode is off, so I think we had a few people shouting stuff about raids. So that's cool. Thank you so much for the raid, man. And the Uncle Bo has given us 10 bits, which has helped move the little needle marker down just a little bit. It's ages away from of a spawning needle again, which is probably a good thing. I think you guys have had quite a bit of needle recently.
If it wasn't for needle, I wouldn't have been burnt to a crisp.
Let's talk about that. So why was that? What happened there? It was the
because I had to do a saving throw to dodge the fireball thing.
Yes.
And his thing turned any nat 20 to a fail or something. So you gave me advantage, so I had two dice, and I would have dodged it because I did a nat 20. But he turned that into a 1, didn't he?
Yeah. So it ended up being like a 1
I got obliterated.
Yeah. Good moment.
Oh, thanks, Needle.
Thanks, Needle.
For
that awesome moment in getting Dicey lore. Which, I mean, you can blame Needle, or you can blame all of the viewers that have ever supported us. So you can do that. Yes. You can do that if you like. You can just, it's definitely, I can do that. Definitely on the viewers' shoulders there.
Oh, well, they got their money's worth. I coughed like 5 minutes straight.
That was I still need to go back and clip that. That was such an amazing moment. So good. So good. Are there any questions from the viewers. Normally at this point we take a question from either one of us or one of the viewers. So feel free, if you've got a question for the characters or for the players about their character, please do chuck it up in the chat.
Can you bring Ezmerelda up again? I was in the middle of drawing her.
Oh, okay. So I just want to say, when I was making this, I was like, oh man, she kind of looks like Frank Zappa now with my mustache.
What? Oh. I was admiring her brows, actually.
She's
She's
got
got full, healthy brows. Very
got
on
serious
trend.
brows. Yeah.
On flake.
On fleek.
And your
on
nails.
trend.
Look at those.
Yeah,
What are
I'm
those?
like-
Acrylics or?
She's just conjuring like magic or embers casually.
you
Like
put
we
in
wouldn't
the-
notice.
Blue light, and they go really hard. Shellacs. What are they?
Can I-
American? Are they like shellacs?
Can I take this
I
down
don't
now?
know. I don't
It's,
do nails.
I feel gross with this mustache.
You feel gross?
Just with the mustache.
Okay.
Can I take that down?
And a big
Yeah, sure.
gem in the front of her forehead.
Yeah, it's like the Hope Diamond.
So someone
A
asked
little
us,
bit.
how does Morley feel that Irina is 15? Irina's not 15. Irina is not 15.
Who the fuck's asked that? Ban them. Get them out of here.
We're not gonna be making any jokes about underage romances or anything like that. It's all a bit awkward and horrible. So no, Irina is not. And
An accidental, the first.
this was me just trying to get information about Gertruda, about it being a mentioned a girlfriend.
How old
and
is
stuff.
Irina? Just out of interest? She
yeah.
should be in her mid-20s.
Mid 20s, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm 106, so that's fine.
Are you?
Absolutely okay.
You're 106.
Yeah. Which in elf years is like
Yeah.
20.
27.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, just baby face. It's great.
The less you think about it, the better.
Yeah. Now, did
So-
you guys think you'd be hearing about
When
Gertruda
that goes
anytime?
Oh, good shrew.
No.
Oh,
It's a blast from the past.
We've been thinking about her, though. She did come up a little while ago. Think about where she has gone, as far as story threads.
Oh, really?
We haven't.
Was that in like the no DM or something? Have you guys been chatting about?
Yeah, or maybe I was just talking to myself. I don't know. But I was thinking
Call
about
that
it.
conversation.
All we talk about in the no DM allowed chat is where's Gertruda? We love Gertruda. We need to find Gertruda.
Yeah.
She's in our hearts, thoughts, and prayers at all times.
and situations that we can put you in that are impossible and annoying.
Right.
yeah.
All right. Is something coming up? I feel like.
No. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm just taking a quick look at my notes, making sure I've got everything covered. But I think we've got everything covered. Yeah.
I'm like, what's the bet that this Kretsk is being ruled by some despot and it's all horrible?
Yeah.
There's festivals all the time.
We'll end up killing the leaders of the town somehow, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, you've been in Barovia. You didn't murder anyone.
Because he
Any
died
lead-
before we got there.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
We would have.
Yeah. We just
He's
locked
lucky.
his coffin.
He's lucky he died. Because he wouldn't have liked what was coming for him if he was alive.
Yeah. He had a good death.
All right.
I'm writing down vampire tips.
Like, yeah.
So that's holy water, silver,
Yeah.
and we know that the sun sword causes him damage as well. Well, causes damage to vampires.
Yeah. That's right. What's that called? Radiant damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Radiant damage.
you
And
think I
I
should tell her
radiant
about it?
damage? I can't remember that.
not
Sounds
hurt
familiar.
by necrotic damage, as far as I could tell, whenever I've hit them.
Surprise, surprise.
Well,
I mean,
I was surprised
okay.
multiple times, as I keep forgetting.
Okay.
Down. I thought, bits would still fall off them. Maybe they get over the limit of their necroticness.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready to jump back into it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Nice quick break this time. Let's get
Chill touch. That was the big.
Chill touch. or something.
Touch. Does he say it like that? Chill touch.
I'm gonna take that little snippet and put it into that end of that sentence now in the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in the recap. Have you heard of Chill Touch?
Cool. Let's bring the map back onto the stream. Do you guys hear that? It makes a silly noise. Hate it. Okay.
No, I don't.
One of those Windows errors sounds that just just obnoxious as sound.
Go like
Ding dong.
Yeah. Okay. So you've just delivered sort of like that. What you can do to help, basically, take down Strahd.
Well, I've got Chill Touch, which should stop him. If it hits, then he can't heal himself for that turn.
that turn.
What do you mean turn?
And Morley, you've got that fancy sword.
Now, Ezmerelda, don't tell anyone. Don't tell a soul about this, but have a look at this. And then Morley's going to open his... Oh, this looks terrible the way it's going. But Morley's going to open
his fly.
jacket.
Don't tell anyone. What is going on? Just show it.
We've gone to the expectation that it's going to become a problem. It's self-fulfilling.
Like, Morley is not charming her at all. He's just like, now just taking it out. Just like, wait a minute. This will fix it.
Get it out, Morley.
Have a look at this. Have a look at this. And Morley's just going to pull out the hilt
Just show it.
of his sword. Baron, you never know who could be watching, Baron.
Well,
So,
she's
like-
watching. She just can't.
I know, and I'm fucking showing her, man.
So are you
Close the door. Close the door.
So you pull the hilt out, like to show that it has no blade, like the whole hilt,
Yeah.
or are you just kind of like just letting her glimpse a little bit of the sword, like the hilt.
I'm going to pull the hilt out, and then my plan is that she's going to be like initially unimpressed, but then after I bonded with her, I could make the blade happen with a command. So I'm going to hold it up and say something to make it. I'm going to will it into existence just for a second, and then I'm going to put it back.
Yeah, she is speechless the moment she sees it. Like
Well, the moment she sees the hilt.
the moment she sees the hilt, she is like speechless, and her eyes just lock onto it. And you hold it aloft, and will the blade into existence, and the entire interior of this tower just lights up with blinding sunlight. And
That's enough. And then it goes.
And she's speechless. She's trying to form any kind of word, and the best that she can get out is Sergei's sword. Sergei's sword.
Sergei's sword. Oh,
Sergei?
God. Sergei was his.
Where did you find Sergei's sword?
That was his bro.
That's his. This sword belonged to Sergei?
Yes, the sentient blade that Sergei was known to have. It was broken, and the blade and the hilt were separated, and that hilt is surely Sergei's hilt. But the blade that came out of it, it's mind blowing.
Yeah. I know. It took me some time to get used to as well, and I've been trying to use it sparingly. The last thing I want is Strahd to find out that I'm carrying this piece and then get it off me somehow.
The entire time that you've had your hand on that hilt and you've shown it off, there is like a pride burning from this hilt. It doesn't seem to be like your own pride. It's the hilt basically communicating how proud it is to be shown off, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's the best I felt showing it off. there are times, I tell you, where I feel like, I know this is going to sound ridiculous, that like it's laughing at me or something, but no, now I feel good, and I'm coming for Strahd, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the sword, and I'm going to drive it through his chest, and that's going to be the end of him.
And then the fangs.
Once he's down, I'll rip out the fangs. A bit of a trophy. I'm not going to go in while he's still kicking about and talking, and
No, because he could bite you when you put your hand in his mouth. So
like a crocodile. If
yeah.
you've ever seen them. American can conjure up crocodiles, you know.
Do the death. What do they call that? Death roll on you? On
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Well,
and
anyway,
Imagine Strahd doing that to you.
Oh, he's spinning.
Just
You
jumping
start
down and then just
spinning.
like spinning around onto the ground in a death roll. Ezmerelda still absolutely captivated by what you've shown her. Says, "Wow, where was it? How did you find it?"
well, you know how we like just sort of rocking up to buildings and going on in and having a route around. Well, we did the same thing at a windmill that was run by 3 witches making children into drug pies, and we found it there, actually.
So, I mean, he made it sound bad, like we went with the intent to rob, but we actually went with the intent to save innocent children.
That's right.
You're emphasizing the wrong thing.
Well, I wouldn't be the first person in this group to do that, and I look at Baron.
And it was just there. It was just there for the taking.
I found it, actually, as it happens, in a big old pile of soot. It was hidden, I think. But I managed to... I came across it by chance, you know. But I knew it was special the minute I came
When
across
we
it.
were we were frogs, I think. When we were.
There's like
Yeah,
real confusion on her
it's gonna-
face.
We were captured briefly by some witches, but we broke free. End of a long story. We shut down their drug pie operation, and I got myself a lovely new bit of kit that I'm going to use to defeat Strahd, hopefully. Or at least go damn close.
This is... I have no words. No words at all. Not a one.
All I'll say is, I bet you didn't think I was starting to get a feeling that you weren't warming to me. Maybe thought I was a bit of a geek or something, but... well...
As
And
long
Bill's
as-
got that freaky spear as well.
Yeah, Bill has a freaky spear. And
Yeah.
look, I've heard freaky stuff. I kind of hate it, not gonna lie. It's gross. I don't know. It's like blood comes out. Anyway, it's besides the point. It's not as cool as the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You should check out her stuff. It's gross, but that's cool.
Oh, it's gross. I don't like it.
It's got those bows on it. They look quite nice.
You're a bit of a weapons expert, are we, Ezmerelda?
I've done my fair share of training. That's right.
No.
Brilliant. Game recognized game.
I have no doubt, with the help of you lot, I think this might happen. This might be it.
What's your plan? What's your plan of attack?
I'll be honest, my last plan of attack probably didn't go down that great. Just me running in, trying to attack Strahd.
Yeah. It's not really a plan.
Well, I thought I was going to have the upper hand in regards to surprise. But it seems
How
you
would you
can't
surprise him?
by showing
Did you
up
surprise them?
unannounced, but it didn't work. He's...
Oh, he knows everything that goes on around here, doesn't he? He's like he's got a network of spies.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
Did I mention that he was rather pissed off when I left?
When you left, why
I-
was he pissed off?
Probably because someone tried to attack him in his own home.
No, you made it sound like he was angry that you left, not angry that you showed up in the first place.
I think he's angry
No.
that... I think he's angry that I got away.
Oh, he meant to kill you, did he?
Oh, yes.
Well, that's the thing that we can't figure out. That he seemingly, he's toying with us, Ezmerelda. He's just playing with us.
Well, that's what we need to ask you as well. What is your reason for trying to kill Strahd? We have our own, but what is yours?
Give me a perception roll, please.
Okay. Ooh, a 4 plus 6 for 10.
Okay, cool. She says, I have my reasons, and it's kind of tied into with why I'm here.
Well,
And she sort of like notices sort of the dead air, and says, "All right, all right. I trust you to let you in on something." And she pulls out a small piece of paper from a small pocket in the chest of what she's wearing, her shirt, whatever. I don't know women's clothing. And she
you want my shirt? Possibly.
she unfolds it as it's just like a Nike t-shirt she's wearing.
Wow. Is that our new sponsor? Oh my god.
It's a good way to bring us into our new sponsor, Nike. Just do it.
Is Ezmerelda an active wear? Is she just popping down the cafe for a scone and a tea?
Yeah.
No.
And some 3/4 Lululemons and a Nike.
She's got like a yoga mat rolled up.
Under one arm.
Yeah.
As she's unfolding this piece of paper, she's looking down at it as she does so, just delicately. She looks up at you all and says, "I'm not here for Kazan. I'm not here to research Kazan. I'm here because I thought I'd find my mentor here. My Van Richten. I don't know if you've heard of Van Richten. Have you?
Van Richten.
I believe he came here.
No.
I believe he came here with the help of a Vistani boy. I believe that head you've got there, Baron, might be that Vistani.
Oh.
And I believe this tower is where Van Richten's been staying, but I cannot for the life of me find him. All of my research, all of the leads that I had were in the wagon, except for this." And she hands this piece of paper over to Mirakin. And it looks to be a page from a journal from Van Richten. Now, there is like a pretty decent sized thing for you to read if you wanted to take the time to read it, or you can sort of read it between now and next week and sort of...
Oh, it's pretty long. I'll skim read it and mutter aloud.
Okay, yeah, feel free to sort of take that in.
Oh, he's been looking for truth. Bit of a self-praiser, isn't he? He's calling himself a hero. Okay. Okay. He's a bit of a virtuous guy. Oh, he's a bit of a fan of himself. Okay.
While Mirakin's reading over this, Ezmerelda mentions that I found a few of his journals upstairs in the tower, but most of the books had been burnt, and this was the only surviving piece from that journal that I could find.
Oh. Oh, who do you think burnt them?
The Nazis.
That's what
Typical.
it will be.
I was trying to keep that as a surprise. This like World War II Barovia crossover.
Oh,
Damn it.
yeah.
Van Richten sounds Dutch as well, so.
Van Richten's only child, Erasmus, was taken by Vistani and sold to a vampire.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And
We know a vampire.
I hate to own up to this, but it was my family who sold his son.
Oh. That's a heavy cross to bear.
Oh, he set a whole horde of zombies on them as revenge.
Oh, so Van Richten can do necromancy.
And Ezmerelda is just shaking her head. No, that's not how it went down. I was only a small child at the time, and he showed up, and he asked where his son had gone, and my parents told him what had happened, and he just left. He never retaliated in any way, and that's why he was such an amazing man to be able to see the situation that we were in and not retaliate. And that's why as I grew up and I trained under him. No, I don't believe some of the stuff in this journal.
Uh-huh.
You trained under Van Richten.
That's right.
So does this head look like him?
No, I think the head is from the Vistani boy who brought him here.
Oh, this is the Vistani boy's head.
I think so, yes.
Oh.
The plot is so thick right now. This is going to take a lot to digest.
Why was he? Why was he sold to a vampire?
My parents never told me. I was too young at the time.
It says he made a bargain with them.
Who did?
Van Richten. He said he was unable to save one of their tribe's life, and he begged them to take anything if they would withhold their terrifying powers. And they took his son.
Oh God, this place is
Depressing.
full of horrors.
What a swap.
It's a bit of a long note. We can look at it later.
Yeah.
Once we've had that nap we were so keen on, maybe.
But yes.
And just before we do, what is your urgency to get back? Do you think that girl will be killed in the next day?
I don't think Strahd would just kill her just willy-nilly.
Okay.
I don't think she's in any danger right now.
But
mean,
you're going
why-
straight back.
I can wait for you if you like, if you need to do something. But
Why don't
What
Ezmerelda?
oh, go Molly.
American, you.
The powerful abbot? Could he not make us holy water as weapons?
It's possible. I've only heard of him through rumors, so I'm not sure.
Because my only concern is Irina. We were planning on trying to get her to somewhere safe, and then we could help. Although I would like some kind of plan to get in, like sneak in, or if you know any passages.
You know what would be a good way to sneak in? Take his dinner invite. Walk in through the front door.
Absolutely.
You've been invited for dinner with Strahd.
We initially turned it down. Just so we weren't, buddying up to him, if that's what you're thinking. He invited us as part of his sick game, and I was dead against it, wasn't I? Wasn't I, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, you were. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, he stormed out of a dinner party very dramatically, if I recall.
Another dinner that we'd been
It was
invited
very
to.
good.
We're quite popular.
Well, are we popular?
You didn't even like that dinner party.
Oh, I tell you who didn't like that dinner party, Bill. Am I right, Bill?
Yes, he got the sweats.
Shits after that.
He looks a bit
Anyway.
sweaty now.
We could obviously turn that to our
Sweating.
advantage, but Ezmerelda, would you consider maybe taking us to Kretsk if it's so close? We go into Kretsk, we drop Irina to safety in the abbot. Is that the word I'm looking for? The abbey.
No, that would be
Not
inside
in
person.
the abbot.
Yeah.
Like the tom-tom. We'll drop Irina there, and then we can regroup, and then why not? Let's fucking go for it. We'll go to dinner. We could dress you up as a Scooby-Doo like dog or something. We could go in the front door.
What?
You could You can go. Hang on a minute. We can all go. You can be waiting outside. At one point, I'll use the bathroom. Okay, when I use the bathroom, I'll open a window.
Ezmerelda
you come through the window.
Ezmerelda just like interrupts you, like puts her finger up and is just like, please, I need to just rest. Why don't we come up with some sort of plan once you've delivered your girlfriend where she needs to be, and I can gather my thoughts and see if I can come up with like a little bit of a plan for getting in as well, unless we just walk in with your invite. Which sounds...
Are you safe?
Honestly, that sounds pretty impressive.
Are you safe here? Does Strahd know where to get at you? Because he can be anywhere. I don't mean to freak you out. I'm just saying, I'm confident that you're safe.
Honestly, Molin, no, I'm not. I don't feel safe anywhere right now. I believe you're right. I believe he could probably come and kill me right now, if he so choose.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair.
He has complete domain over this world. The creatures, he sees everything.
Not everything. Not everything.
Not everything?
No, do you remember? Baron in American? Do you remember when he said, I don't know what you've done with Irina.
Yeah.
It was very clever. He couldn't see her. He didn't know because she was with the bones. The bones. She was protected by a holy artifact.
Holy artifacts, I
which I would.
And you moved her out of it.
Yeah.
I offered to make her an exoskeleton out of it. No.
Well, the artifact was compromised. It has to be said.
Yeah. And also, there was a bit of a thing with the political climate there. Never mind, we won't go into it.
Yeah, we've got to wait for that place to chill out a bit.
Yeah.
So, do you know much about Strahd? Like, do you know if he can read minds? Can you read my mind?
I'm thinking of.
Look,
What number?
This is why I need to find Van Richten. He's been studying ways to take out Strahd.
Okay, where do you think Van Richten is then? If he's our best bet, the more information we can get.
That's what I've been trying to find. That's who I've been trying to find. That's why.
So he was
here.
living in this tower?
From what I understand, from what I can find, the journals. Surely he's been here.
Yeah, and any clues as to where do you think he might have gone?
I'm right at the end of my investigation at this point.
Well, I'm a little bit psychic.
I'm a bit worried that he's finally looking to get revenge on Vistani as well. He's a bit of a vampire hunter, so killing vampires is not much to him. He's a bit of a pro, but the years have sort of treated him quite badly, and that's why we parted ways at one point. His anger for Vistani. He believes the Vistani to be evil and in leagues with Strahd. But it's not true.
He's friends with you though, isn't he? So
He was friends with me. And so I'm here to try and find and make amends.
Something went wrong.
Just the anger that he has for Vistani got
So you didn't
us.
do anything. You didn't blow up his wagon or something.
Stop bringing it up, Brian.
That can be easily done.
That happens.
It does happen a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to downplay that a little.
Well,
We've gone through a lot of wagons.
the irony here is that the wagon you destroyed was Van Richten's wagon, but it was one that he left
Oh,
me.
God.
So
Don't say that to him.
But did you know it was a magical wagon? It was wonderful.
Seemed it.
Yeah, we wanted
So-
to solve the mystery.
Did it not need horses? That was my guess.
And she just beams a big smile and sort of like points to you. You are a quick one. You sit on the wagon. You do your code word, And secret codeword and the magical horses, fey horses, come up from the ground and take the wagon wherever
magic.
you need it.
Look, if I was going to
Beautiful
make
wagon.
a booby trap on my wagon, I'd make something like the wheels pop off or something, rather than a giant slab of C4.
You don't understand
But
how
that's just me.
important. You don't understand how important the research that I had was. It couldn't just be in anybody's hands.
I have to ask you, what was going on with the chicken?
Oh yeah, the
A
crux of the matter.
woman's got to eat, Molly. I had the chicken
You're gonna
to... No, I had the chicken to lay eggs, and the eggs...
Oh, right,
were-
sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Mystery solved, guys.
Good layer.
What did you think? What did you think was going on with chicken? And
You're gonna laugh at me. You'll laugh when you hear this, Ezmerelda. But I thought it was a person who had been turned into a chicken.
Honestly, you live in a magical world and you start to expect magical things. It's not that crazy. I mean, you should see the things we see on a daily basis.
Yeah, we've seen crow people.
Seen crow
We're
people.
We're
I've been turning into animals left, right, and centre. Honestly,
can I just say again, it's ravens, not crows. Just I feel like
crow. Like it's not crow loft.
Pigeon lot. Sorry.
Didn't I want us to keep that secret as well? Didn't I want us to maybe?
Well, I didn't say who
You
they
don't
were.
know that they exist.
Just don't bring it up at all.
Just we're rats. We're
Barovia
dogs.
is yes, you're right. There's a lot of different things here, and you just have to be careful of the ones that Strahd has hold over. You haven't come across any wolves or werewolves yet.
Wolves? Yeah.
Some wolves, yeah.
Yeah, we've come across wolves.
Oh, but not werewolves.
I don't think so.
Oh, no. No, those don't exist. They're a silly, a jape, a joke, a gas,
A gag.
A goof. Just
a goof.
We're goose.
no, Molly, no. These
No.
beasts are directly involved with Strahd. You don't want anything to do with the werewolves. If you hear any howling out there, you watch your backs.
There's constant howling, isn't there? The forest's full of wolves. How do we tell a werewolf from a real wolf?
It's not easy, Captain Morley. It's not until they leave their wolf form that you'll even know. Sometimes they present themselves in like a hybrid form. Sometimes fully just in wolf form, but you won't know.
Do their eyes glow or anything?
You won't know.
Do they
I'll
have
take
like
that as a no.
extra long claws or something?
We need to bring the sword out again.
They're no.
How cool that was.
I suppose the only way that you could tell is how if you damage them, how you've damaged them. You need to do anything. You need something like what I've got here. And she just points down to her silvered short sword.
Okay.
If you want to
Is it
do any
handy
lasting
silver?
damage.
Okay, we need to get our hands on some silver. I
Who
know
does
I know I said metal. Do we need it? But I actually think we might.
Who does the most? Where could we go and get a load of stuff silvered? Ezmerelda.
Are you talking about in Barovia? Because I don't know if you've noticed, there's not a lot of anything here. You might find something in Kresk if you haven't already. But
No, haven't seen a silver.
do
Where
think-
did you go?
Well, I can come and go from Barovia as I wish. So this was fashioned outside of Barovia's mists. But do you really think Strahd would allow anyone to leave large amounts of silver enough to turn into weapons against him and his kind?
You make a good point. Maybe you should bring back a load of like silver bars, and we can just silver up. We could just get a suit made of silver and silver our weapons and go in. Just, I'm getting excited again. Don't mind me.
It's a wonderful idea, Molly, but that might take some time. But for now,
We don't have.
I have to say I'm feeling rather weak. I'd just like to rest for a little bit, if that's all right with you lot.
No, we won't allow it.
Guys, this is the third time she said she wants a rest. We're getting the cold shoulder here.
Oh no cold shoulder at all. She is like struggling to stand at this point. She is still bleeding. She is still quite heavily damaged.
I'm like, I could use a short rest as well for these 3rd-degree burns.
If you guys would like to take a rest, or if you'd like to move on, we could totally do one or the other.
Short rest.
Short rest.
Short rest? Right. All right. Okay. Whereabouts are you looking to do this short rest? Are you going to set up camp or just sort of sit around at the base of the tower? What are you guys going to individually be doing during this short rest?
I'm going to start a fire outside, a safe one, by the lakeside, and just go and sit down and maybe pull my hat down and just try and catch a few Zeds.
Okay. What about American?
Yeah, you can't really do much during a short rest, eh? You just can.
It's like an hour of downtime minimum.
Tend to my wounds, my extremely bad wounds.
All right, so you can roll some hit dice if you want to recover some.
Yeah, I have to figure out how to do that, but that's okay.
Well, you've got on your character sheet. How many hit dice do you have? It should be
7.
like a little.
I have 7.
So you can, and what's that like? A D.
1d8 plus 1. So I'll figure it out.
So you can spend as many hit dice as you like, up to 7. You get half of them back when you take a long rest.
I'm gonna roll.
Just
4.
do it one at a just do it one at a time.
One at a
until
time.
You're happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And add plus 1 on each time.
Yeah. It's not one of those things where you're like, I'm going to roll 5 and you only needed to roll 3 or anything like that. So.
Okay.
Or an 8.
So I rolled.
Nice.
Plus 1, and I do the same thing.
I need to take a look at how's Bill's health. Do we know how Bill's doing? I think he said he was okay, wasn't he?
And a 9. I think maybe I'll just do 3.
Okay. And whereabouts are you resting up? Ezmerelda has taken the the elevator to the top, and is resting on the bed upstairs.
I'm gonna rest near the wagon, and I'm also gonna tend to the horses as well.
Okay, cool.
Bill's missing. If he's kept his beyond up to date, he's missing 5 HP.
Okay, I mean, we can talk to John during the week and see if he wanted to spend a hit dice or something. But I think he was kind of fine, I think. What do you think? What do we think Bill would be doing? Where he'd be spending his hour?
Probably been trying to heal up Ezmerelda and be charming.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's pretty Bill-like. What do we think?
Maybe play a lute.
He's up there like playing like healing music to her and stuff, like literally healing music. Okay. Is Ranzin about American, or is Ranzin gone back into the?
Ranzin's about.
Yeah.
If I haven't got I think I've still got poison on all my arrows, but if I haven't, I'll top up.
Okay, cool. What about Brintel?
I think I'll go over by Captain Morley's fire that he's made, and I'll sit down and read a book.
And all of your skeleton crew?
Yeah, they can come with me.
They're over with you. All right, let's move them over to you guys as well. I think Ismark and Irina have come over with you lot as well. So, American, you're off to sort of the east with the wagon with Ranzen. Is that right? Tending to the horses. The majority of the crew are over by the sort of behind the tower a little bit, next to a fire that Morley has lit, and Bill is upstairs with Ezmerelda, and Ezmerelda is definitely going to be healing herself. So let's see what we can put her health up to. Let's.
Asked what class she was.
You didn't ask what class she was?
What class are you, Ezmerelda?
Well, she's good with weapons. Yeah.
Fighter.
Also, she's standing there casually conjuring fire at her fingertips the whole time she was talking to us. Which,
Maybe. It might just be her image that I got for the overlay.
I might also read over this journal entry she gave me if she's left that with me while I have my rest.
Yeah.
If I could bring I can't.
Oh, I can share that with you guys again. Show to players. And I might even be able to put that in your journal, actually. Oh, it should be in your journal, so it should be...
See it, and I'm working on it.
Oh, well... It's there. What I will get from all of you... actually, let's go with your passive perceptions, because that's probably more likely. Oh. Baron?
One thing I do, if I do have 10 minutes, I'm gonna finally do Leomund's tiny hut, because no one fucking wants to go in it.
Okay.
Wow. Are you a new passive aggressive NPC?
No one wants to go in it, but I want to give it a go.
Okay. So what does that involve?
It just takes 10 minutes, and anyone within it can go in and out as much as they want, but I have to stay in it. If I leave it, it disappears.
How many people can fit in it?
I might wait for American to show up. 8.
8 people. Okay.
Skeletons won't go in.
Is this some kind of tiny hut? Amazing.
Yes. Yes, this is a tiny hut. This is called Leomund's tiny hut.
Oh, can I come in?
Yes, better come in before I start it. Before the 10 minutes ritual, and then it will form a sphere.
I'm gonna hype Brian up for making a tiny hut because I can tell he needs that today.
Thank you. Did you say you're gonna hype me up for it?
Yeah, just kind of like, wow.
Wow. And the atmosphere inside is space is comfortable and dry, regardless of weather outside.
Dry.
And I can make it opaque or transparent from the outside, but you can always see outside. If you're inside, you can always look out.
Amazing.
Thank you.
It's so comfortable, so dry.
Wait, so you can see out of it? Is that what you were saying?
You can see out, but people can't see in if I make it opaque.
What does it look like? What does it look like from the outside?
It is a 10-foot radius, immobile dome of force springs into existence around and above you and remains stationary for the duration. It disappears if I leave. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you, and the spell fails if its area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures.
Right.
Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move through it freely, and all other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
Okay.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Okay.
I feel so safe, comfortable, and dry, Brian. This is incredible.
All right, so you're not tending to the horses. You're going to go over and sort of spend the last hour sort of like over next to the fire with the group?
Well, as long as you start within the dome, you can go out in and out as much as you like.
Right. Okay. I think at this point, so let's say are you all within that dome, except for Bill, who's up in the tower, or with Ezmerelda?
Yeah.
I'll be in the dome.
Okay. And all of your skeletons. Can we get some kind of?
No, I'm not getting the skeletons then.
You're not going to get this. Okay, that's cool.
No.
All right. Can you draw? Have you got like the ability to draw that in Roll20 just so we can see where that is?
Okay, it's a 10-foot radius.
Oh, it's pretty big. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. And is it circular or I guess it's a dome?
Yeah,
right?
it's a dome. It's 10-foot radius, immobile dome of force.
How do you draw a circle in this thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
those
Hear a
wolves?
wolf.
Oh, there we go. There we go. So that's... Did that draw?
No.
Oh, what is going on?
Hold on.
It's like this.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, it's not that big. Okay. Well, I made a very weird looking square.
Okay.
Oh, there we
Like
go.
this?
There we go.
That 10-foot radius, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not too...
Even better. It's not even the 10-foot diameter, Brian. It's 10-foot radius. It's amazing.
Thank you. I've actually drawn weird blobs.
Okay. Is that kind of where you wanted it?
Yeah, that's good. That's
Okay.
good.
All right. Okay. Cool. You, as you are doing this ritual, you are hearing sort of a rise in wolf howls coming from sort of the woods either side of the lake, and you just continue with your ritual, getting that ready. What's everybody's passive perception? I know yours is like 16, American. Is that right?
It's 16, yeah.
Okay.
Mine's
17.
Yours is 17. Okay, that's good. All right, well, let's move the people into this that need to be in there. Yeah, I think the majority of you actually hear like the howling of these wolves getting closer and closer to this tower. And Morley, you look over past the tower, and you're just seeing this enormous pack of wolves making their way up the pathway towards the tower.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. How many are we talking in a wolf pack?
12.
There's a lot.
A lot.
Four.
There's 4, which is quite
Heaps.
a few.
That's more wolves than I've ever seen in one place.
Not only do you see wolves, but you see these bipedal, hairy creatures that look almost like they're part wolf, part
Oh,
human.
God. Guys, I got a bad feeling about this.
What you see is almost a pack of 20 of these creatures making their way up the pathway, snarling, howling, and growling, as they sort of create just this wall between the tower and the path out.
Oh, God.
I
American.
wish the
Baron.
wagon exploded now.
Look. Look up there. Look what I'm looking at.
Fucking, how many wolves are there?
One of those.
I said it was like 20.
Oh, God. We were just talking about the fucking werewolves, and there's got to be them. It's got to be they're standing upright.
Has anyone got any silver?
Oh, God. This is a fucking nightmare.
I'm gonna need
Stay
horse.
in the bubble.
The big horse.
I'm gonna need a roll of an initiative from everyone, please.
They're going to eat the large beast.
I'm worried about Tanya and Larry and Trish and Greg.
And yourself, right? Are you worried about yourself?
I'm in a bubble.
All right. Okay. Yeah, of course. All right. Let's roll for Bill as well.
How long does this bubble last again, Brian?
8 hours.
Oh, okay. We're
Just
fine.
stay in the bubble.
Fine.
Well, that's what it's for.
R.I.P. the horse.
Wait, we can come and go from the bubble, can we?
You can, but I can't.
Oh, David Clark here.
Keep popping in and out and just casting spells
go.
to come back in.
Yeah, you can jump in and out. Damn, I
Nice.
wish my scullies were in here.
I am
Can-
just getting everybody in the initiative order. I think I've got everybody. So I've got Irina, I've got Ismark, I've got Bill, I have Ezmerelda, we've got... Oh, we don't have any of these creatures. So we're going to have 2 different initiatives here. Actually, we might have 3 different...
What?
Sorry, I have to have 3 different ones.
Is the door shut to the tower?
Yes. At this point, the door to the tower is closed.
We should get them to try and go in.
Oh, yeah, and they won't do the dance and they'll
No.
be sold.
the blue dragon will show up and fucking fry them. I know what we should do. We should do the just go outside and do it wrong,
and then run back in the bubble.
and then run back in.
Again, Tyr's tribute.
All right, so we're going to be starting the top of the order with Bill, who has absolutely heard the growling and snarling and howling from outside the top. What does Bill do? We need to get some sort of consensus about Bill's actions here.
He makes a beautiful speech, so beautiful that there's not a dry eye in the house. All the wolves are just emotionally wrecked and leave peacefully.
I agree.
I can roll a charisma check if we want to.
Well, I think he just kills them all, doesn't he? Which is what he does. Boom. He could do that disco ball, that ball roll, and make them all so they can't move.
Let's take a look. So, all right, I got to figure out Bill's.
Earn this motherfucker's spell slot.
Yeah. Do we think he would just what was it? Hypnotic pattern, right? Was it hypnotic pattern?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume that he's very motivated to kill the werewolves that we've just been explicitly warned about. I think he'd probably be like, "Oh, this is a problem."
I'm on board with this plan.
I think Bill runs to the window, looks down at the wolves, and plays a fancy song called Hypnotic Pattern. So let's cast that.
Oh, I was half right.
He creates a twisting pattern of colours that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. They become charmed for the duration. While charmed, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. Okay, all right, man. I've got a lot of pop-ups that I need to deal with. So many pop-ups. So what do they have to do? A wisdom saving throw. Okay,
It's about as big as this
about
square that I did.
okay, that's probably the most that can be caught up in that.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the character at the front. Rolls a fail. So that one. How are we going to have to put little markers on all of these? God, this is going to be a nightmare. I shouldn't. Why did I make this many? We'll put that symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll roll 5 times for these ones. Wisdom saving throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's his? Only 2 of them save. So 3 of them are 1.
I have a question.
Yeah, please do anything while I'm doing this. That would be great.
So we can't cast spells from inside the dome.
No.
Oh,
what?
wait. That's right. Bill wouldn't
What?
be able to cast this. Thank you for reminding
No,
me.
Bill's not in the dome.
No. But
Bill's not in
he's within the anti-magic field of the tower.
I
Thank
forgot
you
about
for
that.
reminding me about that, American.
No, Bill was just outside, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think Bill was outside, actually.
So yes, sorry. Let's. I'm just going to undo all of that. You're completely right, American. Bill goes to go and do a spell, and then quickly remembers this magical force field, and uses his turn to board the elevator and demand for it to move down. So his turn is just getting to
Don't
the.
come down here, Bill.
Oh, you wouldn't want him to come down? You guys need to tell me what you want Bill to do.
He's going to get murdered if he comes down. He's
Bill just
got a bow and arrow, right?
out the window, Bill.
Yeah.
He does
Shoot
what?
them from the window.
Does he? What does he have?
Does he have a bow?
He doesn't.
He's an elf.
He's got a.
He's an elf.
He's got a
bow.
rapier. He can throw.
He can
He can. He can throw a dagger.
Oh man, Bill! Get a
Doesn't-
bow, Bill. What the if?
Doesn't he have a crossbow at least? Or?
No,
He's got the freaky spear.
He does
But
have
he used
a
the freaky
spear.
spear to go through 12 of them. Sheesh
Does
kebab
that
wolf.
and does that return?
No, I don't believe the spear returns.
Just stay up there, Bill.
All right. Bill hears you call that out and just stays at the window in the top of the tower
What do you
looking
think?
down.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
If he comes down, he's the only one that's
If
open.
he opens the door, he'll just get rushed and murdered, right?
Yeah.
That seemed good.
Yeah.
But he can't really do anything to help also.
See you in 8 hours.
Okay. It's Ezmerelda's turn, and she sort of gets to her feet and says to Bill, I knew it was too good to be true. I knew Strahd would come for me, and I knew it. And she too sort of stands at the window just to get a bit of a look at what is going on down stairs. Why did I roll something? Shouldn't have. And she just like reaches instinctively for her like hand axe and just tosses it out the window towards the what looks like a werewolf standing at the front of the pack there. Rolling a 21. Let's bring up so many friggin' things here. This thing lands like into the shoulder of this creature at the front of the pack, and it just like sinks into him, and he just grabs it and like pulls it out of his shoulder and drops it to the ground, and the wound just like heals over completely. Morley, over to you. You can see all of this within this bubble that you're within.
Yeah,
But they can't see in.
Correct.
How far away am I? How far is the bubble? Someone measure this for me.
Yeah. From where specifically? So.
Oh yeah. No, I'm
about
good.
60
I'm well within range.
Okay.
You can't shoot while you're in the bubble.
No, but I can jump straight back into the bubble.
Exactly.
All right. I'm going to try and do like a bit of a combo thing here, Reagan. So you tell me if this is allowed. I want to try and come out of the bubble, fire off a firebolt at the nearest wolf. This one that's nearest the bubble, that's kind of out here on the left and that's the one.
Cool.
And then I want to dive back into the bubble, but I want to do it all using my roguish abilities, so that they're not quite sure where the hell that came from.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're definitely going to be using the element of surprise for this, for sure.
Cool.
So
you'll let me do that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, great. I'm just going to roll firebolt then. Oh dear. It's not gone well.
Oh, no.
It's a net one.
Oh my god. Okay. That is.
You shoot the horse.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of. Give me a D100 and we'll see just how badly this.
There's a large beast in the way.
75.
Okay. You do like you miss the wolf, but it does zip past and singes like the tail of this horse in front of you, and the horse just like freaks out, and just
would.
Yeah, and just gallops off, just like gallops out of there, just gone.
That was our shield.
The
Wolf
wolf.
the horse as a shield.
The good thing
Wedge
is
between its legs. That's what you do with horses.
The good thing is that wolf had no idea really what was going on, so there's nothing there.
I tell you what, it would have thought. It would have thought, oh my fucking god, it's Bocephalus. Just all this flying huge horse.
Okay, anything else from Morley?
No, I'm going to crawl back into the bubble and go, oh, I almost got him. It was so close. You should have seen it.
Okay, everyone can see outside of that, right? There you go. Anyway, it's Ismark's turn. And Ismark does the same. He just he sees what you attempted to do, and he's going to try and do the same. He just runs out of the bubble, sights up with his crossbow, and just fires one towards that same wolf. And it just sort of zips past and thuds into the dirt behind him. And he just comes running back into the bubble, just cursing up a storm. What are we supposed to be doing here? Baron, what are we doing?
Look, we're safe as long as we're in the bubble, okay?
And Irina is going to have a turn as well. Ooh, whereas I've got all of the... Here she is. Okay, cool. She doesn't really have much on her. She looks down at her rapier, and she sort of rubs her shoulder from the reminder of the arrow that sort of thud into her back just, less than an hour ago. Or maybe just over an hour ago now. And she just shrugs. And she says, I don't think I have much to offer here. I'm sorry.
No apology necessary.
And it is the wolves' turns. And these things just stand their ground. And they're just growling, looking, their focus on the tower in front of them. One of the creatures at the sort of front of the pack, the one that got hit with the hand axe, starts like snarling and growling in its face. You can see it scrunches up in anger as the hair on it starts sort of pulling away, and it takes this human form, standing in front of all of these wolves and these hybrid wolves. And it just looks up at the tower at Ezmerelda looking back down and just snarls, "It's time to get down here. It's time to get down here now."
What? Is he naked?
It's always the pertinent question. Is he naked?
No, he's not naked. He's somehow formed. Okay. He's somehow shaped, changed, and included clothing and
just like everything. I do.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. But you also see as he's transformed as well, you can see a spear at his side has included in that transformation. But he is just looking up at that tower at Ezmerelda and demanding for her to come down. American?
I haven't been added to the turn order.
Did you click your token?
I did, I swear.
What did you roll?
11.
Because you got to click your token for sure.
I did.
11. So you should have gone
just before the wolves, I think.
Well, you can go now if you like, because this man is just standing there, spear in his hand, looking up at the window. So you can go now.
My problem is I don't have a clue what to do. And I'm imagining if I jumped outside and did a concentration spell, as soon as I went back into the hut, it would break, right?
Potentially.
It does say magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. But does that mean that a concentration spell disappears?
I would say so.
I would say so as well.
Yeah. So, and there's also nowhere I can get to. That, like, the only good place to get to is the tower, and that blocks all the magic.
You can always jump back in when they get too close.
Should we be attacking them or just wait?
They need to go away. They need to stop stalking Ezmerelda.
They might try and climb the tower and kill them, because, I mean, yeah.
Although, wouldn't they get electrified? I don't know.
No, they might... I don't know.
Tell them to knock politely.
Here's a hint. Knock politely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna boldly leap out of the dome while trembling.
Okay.
I'm scared. I don't want to draw attention to the dome, but I know I can run back in. Okay, I'm gonna try and muster up my bravado. And
don't worry about drawing attention to the dome. It's visible and they can't get in.
Yeah, I'm gonna cross my arms across my chest and close my eyes and say, "I summon the power of moonlight," and cast.
I'm not lightning this time.
Moonbeam.
Yes,
well, like Sailor Moon.
Level. Yeah, I'm gonna turn into Sailor Moon. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. I'm just gonna go hog wild at level 4 just because I can.
Whoa,
yes, I don't know.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do it. Let's find out what happens.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does happen?
What
okay.
What does happen?
Silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. So it's not actually that big of a moonbeam. It's only
5 foot
a 5-foot
radius.
radius.
Yeah.
But I'm just going
That's
to
all right.
center it on this chap and his buddies.
Hugh Jackman.
If they were all stacked on top of each other,
If we could just stack them up.
If they can just like get together,
I
that'd be
rotate
great.
the cylinder 90 degrees as I cast it, so it goes through
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of them at once. So basically, a pale moonlight shines down from the sky, and
wait, doesn't moonlight
what?
make werewolves stronger?
Well, let's find out.
We'll
Turn
see
into
what
super
happens.
wolves.
I thought it would be really good.
No, I mean,
Okay.
that would make a really good ending to tonight's session, I think.
All right, I'm going back in the hut.
And then tell me, so what happens? What happens?
Just shoot them.
No.
So winner.
No.
So
Wait a-
anyway,
Oh, yeah,
nothing
what
happens yet, I don't think, because it
Okay.
says it has to start its turn there.
Oh yeah.
So I technically got to go before them, but we kind of missed out on that.
Yeah, I mean,
because
your
it
initiative
wasn't
did come before all of them. Was
So
it all of them?
technically, yeah, it was before them.
Okay, yeah, you are. Yeah, we'll let this. We'll allow this to be retconned into its correct
Okay.
position.
Okay.
So
It's perfect for.
So,
So when-
you've done that, and they have their
So when-
turns. And what happens on their turn?
Okay. When it starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a constitution saving throw.
All right, so I assume it's going to focus on this guy and like 2 of the hybrids behind him. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much.
I think that's good. So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't draw it
So we've got to do some.
like that.
Yeah. So we've got to do some Constitution saving throws. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So the one at the front, the one that has taken human form, rolls a 15. And
the shape changes technically, right?
Yes.
yeah, those 3.
This is why I chose this, because the shape changer makes it saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay, so we've rolled a 13, a 5, and a 10. Those are the
Okay, so
disadvantage.
they've all failed then.
Oh, what happens then?
They instantly revert to their original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Original
And
form.
if it takes
Like
if it
person.
fails the
Yeah.
same, failing to save, it takes 2d10 radiant damage.
But you've cast it at a higher level, right?
Yeah. So it's going to take 4d10.
You,
It
so at
takes
third level or
4d10.
higher, you get an extra 2d10.
Oh my god!
Extra 1d10 for each slot level above second.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
2d10.
The maths is so beyond me right now. I'm
4.
not gonna lie.
4d10.
It's already rolled a number. Is it correct?
God.
That'll be at.
1 times 2d10. It hasn't upcast it.
Well, did you when
So
you
it takes
selected
19 times 4, does it?
What are you
What?
talking, what are you
19 times
talking
4?
about?
No,
Okay.
no.
No.
No, you roll a d10 4 times, or 4d10.
Yeah, so just roll
Okay, let's-
roll 40-10.
Can you tell I have not been casting spells like this often? Okay.
That's a great roll.
28
Yeah. 8, 8,
That's
2, 10.
outstanding.
plus 19, is it?
Does it get plus 19 because they are lame? Or...
I don't
Each of you
know.
can use it at higher levels when you can. I don't know what's that 19 for.
I
it
think
takes
that's what,
that on
what
the failed
roll 20
save.
cast.
Yeah, so they take 19, and then they
Yeah.
take at higher
Up
levels
3D.
an extra.
No, just ignore that 19. Just go with the 4d10, I reckon.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all
Because
right.
you didn't. I think that was cast rolling. Fuck knows what that was.
To hit?
I like how Joe, you're like, oh, I've been wanting to use this, I've been wanting to use it, and you're just like, I don't know how it works though.
Well, they shouldn't have made it this confusing.
But I definitely would like to use it. Anyway, okay. So you cast Moonbeam out, and through the thick layer of clouds, this thing just manages to just punch a hole straight through the clouds. and this beautiful cylinder of fiery blue light just shines down, radiant damage, on the leader of this pack and 2 of the werewolves behind it. The 2 behind the leader change form into human form as they scream as this flame sort of licks up around them. The light burns them. The man at the front too takes the 28 damage. They all take 28 damage. And it is their turns. And actually, the man on his turn runs to get out of that cylinder, as do the 2 that were being sort of damaged by
I didn't get my turn. I think I got...
Well,
I was next, but then you moved me to the bottom.
Oh, really? This is going smooth. This is going incredibly smoothly.
I was gonna be after them.
After
that guy.
All right, I'm just gonna retcon that.
That makes sense.
That's fine. They can run out. I'm just saying.
Okay, cool. Baron, you go now then.
Oh, okay.
So at the moment, so they haven't taken any damage yet then.
Oh, why not?
Because they take damage on their turn.
Oh, the start of their turn.
Yeah. So
you
they
want
have
to be after them.
So they have no. It's the wolves.
Oh, I see. There's 3 different sections.
Yeah, there's 3 different sections. So the wolves have taken their turn, which was to stand put.
Okay.
Oh.
And now it is the Baron's turn.
I'm going to look at you guys and I'm going to say, should I summon the dragon?
Shit, yeah.
I'll summon the dragon.
What?
Get him out here. Get him out here.
And then we can just get rid of the dragon later on by doing the moves like we did before.
Sounds very dangerous.
Get your dragon out. Get the dragon out.
I would rather that dragon than that many werewolves.
How are you going to run and invoke and get back to safety?
No, just do it
being
here.
ripped to shreds?
Remember, I'll do it here and I'll start doing the thing, but wrong.
But I think you have to be in front of the door.
But when we were over here last time, it lit it up because we were doing it wrong.
Yeah, this is exactly where I was when I did that move.
Baron, when American was at the northwest corner and pulled the pose, nothing happened on the symbols in front of you. It wasn't until she returned to the front and did the second move that there was a sign, and then the dragon was...
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Someone needs to go over there. So I can't leave the bubble. I can't leave the bubble.
Oh, actually, that is a good excuse.
Okay.
Morley?
I'll do it.
That was a great idea.
Sneak over there and and then run back. You'll do it?
I'll do it.
In the meantime, I'll provide some cover. I'll move my skelly boys up behind the bubble and start shooting bows and arrows at this guy.
Can they fire through the dome?
Over the top of it. It's a dome.
So, but they can't see through it, right? So
I can make it transparent. I'll just make it transparent.
Okay. So now you're visible to everybody, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. This is great. This is very complex.
Why?
So you make the walls.
They still can't get us.
You make the walls of the hut transparent, and your guys can sort of line up all their shots. So go right ahead.
Okay.
Who are you aiming these at?
Oh, that one wolf down here that's closest to us.
Okay.
I'll see if this works.
What sort of distance have we got here?
What do I need to get? Because I get a +4. I think only 2 would have gotten.
You just need to
15.
You just need to roll 13 or higher.
Okay. Well, only 2 of them did it. I got a 15 and an 18 +4 each.
All right. So these arrows just like shoot up and just like around this wolf. 2 of them landing into this wolf. Can you give me a damage roll or 2 damage rolls?
5 + 5 and 2 + 5.
Yeah, okay. 2 of these arrows, one just gets right into the back between its shoulder blades, and the other just lands square in its skull and just drops this wolf down into the ground. But instantly, the other, because it lets out this yelp as that first arrow hits, all of the wolves and the werewolves and the whole group turn their attention off to the west of the tower and see you all within... they just
the flaming arrow didn't tip them off?
Well, the flaming arrow?
Jerks. from Morley.
Oh, that didn't hit. That just kind of like whizzed the
we-
horse, and the horse distracted
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
and it was just a horse running off.
Yeah, all good. They
This,
see us in
this
our
is like a
weird bubble.
yelping wolf alerted them to it. It is okay. So now that we've had Baron's turn, it is the guy at the front who takes that 28 damage from the moonbeam, and he runs out of that and just turns his sight over to you all, sort of at that point of the thing, and he looks back up at Ezmerelda in the window and says, "I'll deal with you soon," and just slowly walks his way over to...
Walks. Oh my god, how menacing.
He just sort of walks about halfway
Probably
between
got a gammy leg.
you and the rest of the group. The two guys that were behind that was caught in the moonbeam as well take that 28 damage as like their hair is singed and sort of small bits of smoke come off their burnt skin and fur, and they too just follow along behind what looks to be the leader, and all of these creatures just sort of follow on this hunched bipedal
Oh my gosh.
menacing walk towards you. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Bill will save us.
Here's hoping. Let's turn off Sirenscape. Cool.
We're gonna get out of this one.
Yeah, Bill will say...
Now we're good.
John is just going to probably complain that there's like another episode at the tower.
Now we're
Didn't he,
good.
didn't he
We're
say
good,
there's only like
guys.
3 episodes at the tower? This is number 4.
I like that moonbeam thing.
That was cool. That was super good.
Moonbeam's cool.
It was really cool how I knew how to use it really well. That was my favorite bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my defense, they made D&D hard.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because then it's that whole rule that we dealt with the vampire spawn as well, which is like when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, it's like, does that include when the spell just arrives? Or so
No,
was
yeah,
good.
and we it's not, is it? It's
yeah. They
it's
have to
on their
enter
turn, or it's just to cover it, like if they need to pass through it
That's right. Yeah.
on their turn. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
essentially, yeah. Also, I drew Ezmerelda. Let's see if she gets the filter.
Whoa.
I had to
That looks awesome.
freestyle the lips. I didn't... Oh, look! Oh, he's... Oh, he got his filter on.
Erwin's got
I
it.
think-
Oh, there you go.
Ah,
Yeah, that looks
It's
great.
great. The filters pick it up.
That's so cool.
like auto coloring, isn't it? Like,
Where's her
why can't you do that on Photoshop? Just like,
Oh my god.
color in my.
Where's her mustache? You didn't.
I was going to say, yeah, I just kind of freestyled that out of
Fair enough.
existence.
That's fair. That was awesome. That was really cool. I loved I loved your guys back and forth with Ezmerelda. Very, very cool. That could have gone badly as well. I mean, you did blow up all of her shit. So
Yeah,
She's very understanding.
Yeah,
I think
go badly.
I think it's because like having seen what she'd seen, she was understanding.
She's seen some shit.
Like
She knows how garbage Barovia is.
She knows how
anyway.
garbage Barovia is. She saw how many weapons you guys have got, and obviously the having Sergei's sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now I feel like almost a weird sense of duty to the sword. And I'm sure the sword feels the same. Not to me,
To
but
itself.
to Sergei.
Oh, right.
So
By
that
the way,
sword was in a pile of ash. Was that ash? Do you think originally Sergei?
Oh, that doesn't bear thinking about.
Aw.
I don't want to excite anyone, but we just got followed by official Pierce Brosnan. So
Wow. Only today I was mentioning the Thomas Crown affair and what
Yeah.
a brilliant
and look what
it is.
outcome is.
He was listening. He was listening.
Well-
Been on the
Welcome.
Discord.
Welcome, Pierce Brosnan, to Getting Dicey. We're so glad you've caught us
Thank
just
you
as
so
we were
much.
wrapping up.
Big
I'm so
fan.
sorry.
Come to see some acting.
I love GoldenEye. GoldenEye was a great movie. So thank you so much for being a part of that.
What
What
about-
about was he in Remington Steel?
Yes, I was going to say Remington.
Yeah, Remington
Yeah.
Steel.
Mrs. Doubtfire, maybe his finest role.
Oh yeah, sorry, not Robin Williams. Yeah, sorry, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah.
What I really secretly hope is that it is him. I just secretly I'm just like,
Not even secretly. That'd be fantastic.
It is him.
I openly hope.
and he's just like, and we're just like,
It is him. You can't lie on the internet about your identity.
Yeah,
It is him.
that's true.
Official.
Oh, and I
It's
love
official. Is he going to sponsor us?
Pierce Brosnan. If you want to sponsor an episode of Getting Dicey, just get in touch. We've got a Discord link. We've got a Discord link that's just been put up. Please come and say hi, Pierce Brosnan, the official.
What did he think of? What did he think of the N64 version of GoldenEye?
Please,
That's what I want to know, because
Look,
that
if
was a literal game changer.
Yeah, and please, official Pierce Brosnan, if you tell us your thoughts on N64 with GoldenEye, because you're right, that was a game changer. Analog movement and looking and stuff was great.
4 players.
4-player split screen. Yeah, yeah. Little
A lot
known
of
fact.
weak acting.
I did it, and it had motion
That's
capture.
got a
It actually had-
Tatiana in it as well.
Ooh, it's all coming together.
Yeah, yeah. This is too good to be true. I think we've peaked. No, more
it's
getting
not.
done. Oh, okay, sorry. Well, we can't let Pierce Brosnan down. We need to go bigger and better than ever next week.
Well, we're sponsored by Nike now. It's all coming together. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I'll also look. Also, Danger Man followed us. Capital Gains followed us, and Cyber Penguins as well. But
What's he been in? Fuck
Yeah.
all.
yeah. There you go, official Pierce Brosnan. I'm actually watching someone play Xbox 360 GoldenEye beta right now at this very moment. They have an updated version of the Nintendo 64 GoldenEye trying to learn this Twitch thing.
It is him. It is him.
I tell you what, if I was Pierce Brosnan and I had just gone into Twitch to chill out and watch some Dungeons and Dragons, and then all they started doing was referencing my back catalogue, I'd be furious.
I'd be out of there, just gone.
No, he's really happy that we remembered Remington Steele.
Yes.
No one talks about it enough.
But
Every
I-
episode was named with a pun about
Oh, was it?
steel.
Well, that was the 80s,
Oh,
though,
really?
in general, wasn't it?
Right.
Never even.
My,
I don't want to say anything bad, but I didn't actually watch it.
I used to go around to my friend's house, and he had his mum and his auntie were there all the time,
Not while he's
right?
here, not while- Sorry.
And they would watch Remington Steele all the time.
Yeah.
And they were just like Patty and Selma from the Simpsons. They're like, oh, Remington Steele.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
Pierce
remember
Brosnan.
it was always
MacGyver.
Oh yeah, but they were like that. Were like Patty and Selma were like that with MacGyver, weren't they?
Yeah, I just remember it was
Exactly.
always
Weird.
and just being like, what is this? Oh my god, I'm looking on Wikipedia. A key episode was Steel.
Sorry, I thought you said you're looking him up on Wikipedia. Like, all right, let's look. If we're gonna go partially all about Pierce Brosnan, let's go completely about Pierce Brosnan.
Well, you are. You're looking at
I'm
Remington
looking at
Steele.
his seminal classic TV work, Remington Steele, and all the funny pun names they had for the episodes, which I appreciate. Yeah. How dare you imply
Hi,
this is
Pierce. I hope you're enjoying this break from
Oh my god.
celebrity life.
There's an episode called Steal Your Heart Away. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Oh, with the E, because it was Steel
Yeah.
with an E on the end, wasn't it? E-E-L-E?
was.
Yeah.
He didn't name the episodes though, did he?
Yes, it is.
It's just
Don't be silly.
doing someone else's bidding.
There's not many Bonds left, are there? Alive?
What?
What?
Not
There's
many
there's only one.
former
Bond.
James Bond actors are still
There's
alive.
well, obviously Daniel Craig's doing well.
Well,
Um,
sort of.
Well, is it?
Is Roger Moore alive?
Well, hopefully, official Roger Moore shows.
And it's-
I've always thought Pierce Brosnan was the real Bond. So
okay.
just me.
So, okay. Official Pierce Brosnan, you just gave out 5 subs to the community, so thank you so much. What you may not know, because you're new to Twitch, being the actual Pierce Brosnan, is what we do when people give us subs. We just do a little dance and thanks.
Oh,
This is going to be extra special since Pierce Brosnan.
This is
I'll
very
do my
special.
best.
So thank you so much for supporting the stream, Pierce Brosnan.
You really steal our hearts away.
This is beautiful. This is good.
Roger Moore died in 2017.
No.
Oh, what a way to end that dance. Now do George Lazenby.
Official Pierce Brosnan says, "I'm sorry, my assistant told me to do this. Please don't apologize. You've given the gift of getting Dicey to 5 wonderful people. So thank you so much. So who got that? We had Canuck Fan got that, Harlequin, Asnog, Rosendo, and Bubasti. Please, big thank you to the official Pierce Brosnan for giving you that gift. He's going to disappear. He said, "Have a very great day. Hope your Twitch goes well." My Twitch has been great. It's been fantastic.
Thank you, Pierce.
Thank you, Pierce Brosnan.
Love you in the Stoutfire.
Have a great
And
rest of your
genuinely
day.
rate the Thomas Crown Affair.
And GoldenEye. Thank you for GoldenEye. Thank you.
What a night. What a way to cap it off. We'll never do as good as this again.
George Lazenby's still alive, so he might show up.
Where's he, eh?
Also, Timothy Dalton's still alive.
There we go. If we could get them in the chat at some point as well, that would be fantastic.
So only 2 Bonds have died then.
No. Well, there's some, are they really Bonds? Like David Niven and Barry Nelson, apparently.
Definitely not.
Sean Connery and Roger Moore are dead.
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Connery just last year.
Yeah, that was a recent one.
No,
Tragic.
You know who is still alive?
He had a good innings.
Pierce Brosnan.
Daniel Craig.
Big fan of getting Dicey, I think.
Still hanging in there.
I feel so bad for him. He shows up discreetly, and then it's the entire stream just turns to talking about him. I honestly feel terrible.
What? Come on. I mean, he might have been watching for ages. It wasn't until he got getting Dicey, I'm sure, he was probably the whole time, I reckon.
Yeah.
On the edge of
I
his
feel
seat.
bad.
He's a busy guy. He's not going to be watching the whole time.
Please let him know that if he wants to come and guest for an episode, he's more than he can take my position.
I should have put that out there. Actually, I should have put that out there.
Yes.
He's probably gone.
It'd be
But
like,
if you're not,
it'd be like when Terry Crews played, wouldn't it? Except with
yeah.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. If you're still there, official Pierce Brosnan, get in touch. We can open up a spot for you. Maybe you can voice Ismark for a couple of sessions. That'd be
Our people can
fantastic.
talk to your people. He would be good at Ismark, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
He'd be so good.
yeah.
But
That'd be amazing.
he has to go along with one of the key traits we've defined.
I mean, it would
Which
have
is
to.
Mark. He's just
You know
desperate
who-
for shit at all times.
I have to.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys are like stuck in like a sealed dome with Ismark at the moment. I hope he's not needing to go anytime soon.
Oh my god. The climate is nice and cool and pleasant, it says. Doesn't say it fills up with farts.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know who would be good at the what's the Burgomaster of Valaki? Sean Connery. He would have been good.
Sacrilege.
He would have been good because he can blow up.
Well,
He'd be like,
plus-
he'd be like playing the angry guy. What the fuck?
Plus, they're both dead.
Gandolfini. James Gandolfini would have been good. That's a fun
Who's
game
that?
for next
Oh,
week.
James Gandolfini.
Tony
from the
Soprano.
Sopranos. Yeah.
Next week we can cast all the NPCs with.
Okay, I like
Come
it. We
across.
need to, yeah, for sure.
You can cast your own characters as current Hollywood.
Yeah. I was thinking Steve Buscemi
As her.
as Baron. But no, I think he's a bit younger. A young Steve Buscemi.
I like that. Like Con Air, Steve Buscemi, right?
For which character?
For Baron Byron.
Oh. I mean,
Not
I-
American. If that's what you were thinking I was getting at.
he had crazy eyes, so I mean.
Yeah. Well, who's that guy with the... I can never remember his name. His eyes,
Oh, the
point
one
different
from Young
directions.
Frankenstein?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of it. What was his name?
Frankenstein.
Was he in Happy Gilmore?
Oh,
No.
No, you're talking about
Marty Feldman.
Marty Feldman, that's the one. He had weird eyes.
Yep.
So you think a young Steve Buscemi would have played Baron?
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. I looked him up young right now, and he's like, he could almost pass for handsome in some lights, but he's still got those eyes.
American? Cast
don't
yourself?
know. I don't know. I don't even know what Hollywood's up to these days.
All right. So it was a bad thing to do then.
Why did you say? I thought we're doing it next week.
Oh, okay.
This is
okay.
caught fire.
I feel like American would look really like a generic person. Who's someone? Oh, didn't we say at one point Kristen Stewart, the girl that was in Twilight?
Did we?
At some point.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, sure. I'll stick with that. She's kind of boring looking. Not Kristen Stewart. Well, I am implying that, aren't I?
A little, yeah, a little.
I think she has elf-like features. I think she's actually very stunning.
Oh, so not Aerosmith's daughter then?
Liv Tyler.
Arwen.
And Liv Tyler.
Yeah, that's a bit cliche, isn't it? Typecast.
Yeah, typecasting.
Yeah.
Morley, though.
Morley?
Maybe you'll think this is an odd bit of casting, but like what's his name? God, I'm honestly super terrible with Hollywood actors, but the guy, you know who he is.
I mean, with all these clues you're giving us, yeah, it's very easy to guess.
You are good at this.
Yes, God.
Robert De Niro.
Oh, yeah.
Age.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
How old?
Okay.
De Niro. If they,
Like an older De Niro.
an old De Niro.
Well, no. Like
Not
was he
from
in
Taxi.
Raging? Was he in
Yeah.
Raging Bull?
Yeah, he was young. That's
Yeah.
one of his first ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Cool.
great. Oh, what do you think?
So you're not thinking like what that one where he's a grandpa versus his grandson at Christmas time that just came out. Remember that?
Something about the Fockers, was it? Or
Oh no, that's much later. I mean,
no, I'm thinking Bobby De Niro or
I was thinking, what about a young Brendan Gleeson?
The Mummy.
No, that's
No,
Brendan
it's
Fraser.
That's Brendan Fraser.
Fraser. Someone be Brendan Fraser.
Who's Brendan Gleeson?
Oh, yeah, I know
Yeah.
Brendan Gleeson.
Brendan Gleeson, he's in Bruges.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
movie.
He's in Harry
Oh,
Potter.
that's what a massive insult. This
A young one, I said, a young one. He's got a good.
fucking
He's got
Gleeson.
ethos.
What about, like,
Ethos. He's got like.
Oh, do you know who I think should play Baron? Maybe Carl Pilkington. I think Carl Pilkington. should play
I've
Baron.
already said Steve Buscemi.
what about Joaquin Phoenix for Morley?
Oh
No,
yeah, yeah.
Like a,
Sold.
yeah.
This is getting worse and worse for Morley.
Jake Gyllenhaal. A shirtless Jake Gyllenhaal.
To Brendan Fraser is what?
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
No, but Brendan Gleeson was the original.
No, we're pivoting to Brendan Fraser because he's more good looking.
Yeah.
I want Brendan Gleeson for you. That's not
I
good.
tell you who I would love to play me. Pierce Brosnan.
There we go.
The
Still there.
ultimate.
Official Pierce Brosnan.
Ultimate.
We've got a couple of not requests,
Timothy Dalton at
suggestions.
best.
Couple of suggestions from the chat. So Paulie Shaw playing Morley, I think that was one.
Oh, now that's
Leave the Discord forever. Whoever suggested it.
that is mean.
And then Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe was another one.
Aw.
Willem Dafoe is not got.
I've got the cards.
Kind of charm.
I've got the cards
That's
up
not-
at the moment, so people can sort of see Morley how
What
he's
kind of
dri-
charm
he's
will he
drawn.
bring out? Like he's menacing.
He's pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
true. I suppose he needs to capture the essence of the character. I didn't think about that. I was just
That's
thinking
why I
that-
said Brendan Gleeson. What you're just
No.
thinking about handsome guys.
Yeah, as per.
His face is a square shape. Come on. Morley is better than that. We know
Yeah,
that.
he's an elf, so well, half
He's-
elf.
Come on.
Richard Wilkins. Who's Richard Wilkins?
Richard Wilkins, who had one eye in the Austin Powers. No, Richard Wilkins hosted an Australian game show.
Yeah. Well, we've got two.
know-
we've got two very
know-
Australian suggestions right now:
Oh,
Richard Wilkins
okay.
and Rove McManus. I miss.
Know
Rove.
who else had
I
one
miss
eye in
Rove
a movie? Oh, Rove.
I miss
Oh,
Rove
not
McManus. I haven't seen him for.
Brendan
ages.
Gleeson
you're
had
thinking
one
of
eye in
Baron.
Harry Potter.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to suggest the guy from Austin Powers who plays number two.
Ah, yeah, he's pretty good.
Legolas.
We've got the judge himself, Gary Busey. As a suggestion. No?
No. Why are you taking all this heat? Come on. Come on.
Very funny though.
No, I think I feel like the majority of these people that are being suggested are kind of like very weathered people. They're quite grizzled.
Well, the cruelest one was Paulie Shore. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that was mean.
Is that a recent Paulie Shore? I don't know what he looks like now.
Oh no, I've got it.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't look good. He does not look good right now.
Carrot top.
Ooh boy.
Yahoo serious.
Time.
No.
Time has passed for Paulie Shore.
I've got the man for the job.
Okay.
Who?
And me and this person actually have a bit of a connection, and that connection is that I thought I was the only person in the world that cooked bacon in a certain way, but then I read an article randomly where this person talked about they actually cook bacon in the oven on a grill rack, on like a cake rack as well. It's Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Well, he's like a knockoff Jack Nicholson.
I have to look all
a little bit,
eh?
Christian Slater, he's like
he would be really good though, wouldn't he?
90s.
And I'm like a knockoff of so many other people.
I think also Jeremy Renner.
Who? Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. Now I'm the one saying people no one's heard of.
What about Canada?
That was an Akira joke there. Bringing back the Akira jokes.
Jeremy Renner is the most heinous of all the Marvel actors.
I liken him to Hoggle from Labyrinth.
No, I think he's handsome enough to be a rugged thinker.
No, look at
the picture. I think that's a really good shout, American.
I think it's just when he gets thrown in with all the other Marvel supermodels, he looks weird.
Type into, because you probably haven't seen it in a while, but just type into Google Hoggle Labyrinth, and then tell me that's not Jeremy Renner.
I know Hoggle. Boggle.
Well, he looks like Hoggle, like you say, when he's next to the supermodel Avengers, when he's next to I just Googled it.
Who was it that plays Thor?
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, he should just be Chris Hemsworth. Just go for it.
That's a stretch. No one's going to believe that.
You're a half elf.
We've got
Christian Slater. People will be like, Hemsworth.
Be Hemsworth.
Okay, there's a great call out in the chat at the moment. They said by Third Degree Entertainment, I don't know about playing the characters, but to play the people behind them, Reagan, Andrew Lincoln, or Jason Sudeikis. I don't know Andrew Lincoln. Who's Andrew Lincoln?
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
We're gonna
Who's that guy you really look like though? That guy who's in the Hulk movie.
Hey, all right, Andrew Lincoln is the guy from Walking Dead, so I'll take that. Sophie Turner.
I don't know who that is
to play Joe.
Game of Thrones, isn't she?
I'm looking it up.
She is the older sister. She's Sansa Stark.
Right. Oh, yeah, Sansa Stark. So, yeah, cool. Shannon
You
Russell
look a bit
Brand.
Paris Hilton.
Shannon Russell Brand to play Shannon.
Oh, fuck, you just picked my favourite guy.
Yeah. And my favorite. This is my favorite to play Adam. Seth Rogen.
No.
No.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I'm not. No. Although he has been like kicking off on Twitter.
We could recreate Get Him to the Greek. Oh no, that was Jonah Hill. So
someone Hoju the Elder Rick is Ricky Gervais to play Adam.
Ricky Gervais.
But there's been a
Well, I'm Carl Pilkington. You're Ricky.
You can be Stephen Merchant, Joe.
Yeah, goggle-eyed freak.
Yeah, I can be
All right, 10:07, eh? Whew.
10:07.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, everyone. We are going to call it here, right? I think Adam's still a little bit sleepy after his big day. Is that right?
It's like a big day.
You're talking about like in 6.
We've been profoundly off topic for just so long now.
I'm fucking knackered. What of it?
They also
It's
said,
not even worthwhile, so yeah.
They also said Mike Myers could also just play all 4 of us. I think that's a great one. I think that's a good one. You'll be seeing in the chat, Random Origins, the best moderator a group could have, is just throwing up links to our merch, our Discord, our YouTube. So please jump into our Discord and say hi. Jump into YouTube to watch some of our previous stuff and grab a t-shirt over at Designed by Humans. They pretty much always have a sale on, so you'll get something cheaper than if it's not on sale.
Oh.
So, Joe,
Also give us money on Patreon.
Oh yeah, and we've got a Patreon as well, which we've just kicked off. It is one of those things where it's not like we're going to be making. It's just a support Patreon at this point because it's so new. So just whatever, just jump in at patreon.com/getting dicey. Awesome, Joey. There we go. The ride's here. She's off. Thank you so much to everybody. First of all, the players for having an awesome session tonight. We'll hopefully be back with John next. Oh, wait. Next, I can't remember. Adam, you've got some time off it coming up. I think it's fine.
It's a while away.
Okay, cool. So we'll be back next week at the same time with John, hopefully. And
with Pierce Brosnan.
And Pierce Brosnan taking the role of Ismark, which is... Now that's casting. That's casting right there.
Amazing.
Have a good night, everybody. Joe, can you... Oh, you've already in your car. Thanks. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for watching. Pierce Brosnan, thank you for gifting those subs out. And don't forget
Pierce Morgan after all of this.
Oh, don't say that. Official Pierce Morgan just shut the fucking channel down.
And don't forget, everyone, you're all my golden eye. Goodbye, everyone. Good night. Love you.